Welcome to Backstage with Richard Ridge. Up next from Manhattan Concert Productions' Broadway series is the glorious Stephen Schwartz and John Caird musical Children of Eden. It is directed and choreographed by Tony Asbeck with musical direction by Kimberly Grigsby. It'll take place on February 18th at Lincoln Center's David Geffen Hall with a stellar cast that features a chorus of over 375 singers. And I caught up with one of the show's stars, Norm Lewis.
It is so great to be catching up with you. Where are you, my friend?
I'm in Los Angeles. Actually, it's called Hawthorne, near Manhattan Beach, and I'm staying with a really good friend. They're twin brothers. We all have the same birthday, and they have this amazing compound, so they're letting me stay here for a couple of days.
Okay, well, you're getting ready to start rehearsals for Manhattan Concert Productions' presentation of Children of Eden. How excited are you?
Oh my God, it's amazing. I love this show so much, and I'm just so surprised it has not made it to Broadway yet. I mean, it's been out there for so many years, and I got a chance to do a concert years and years ago. We did it at the Riverside Church up on the Upper West Side, but it's nice to revisit it. And also, Tony Esbeck is directing. You know what I mean? First of all, one of the most talented men ever that can do. He's more than a triple threat. He's a quadrennial, whatever you say, the quintuple threat. But now he's decided to direct people, and I think he's going to be a fantastic leader.
What's made this show so special for you, Norm, with working on this before?
Well, the thing about it, I grew up in the church, so I know the story, or I know, some of what the story has to talk about. Also, the fact that it's written by Stephen Schwartz, who has this amazing catalog of great musicals and just this fantastic mind, and such a great artist. It's just nice to revisit that aspect of it, but it also has some powerful messages in it, of hope and love and, childhood and innocence and, protection and parenting, all of those things that I think a lot of people are going to relate to.
Now, talk about who you play.
I play God.
Doesn't get any better than that, does it?
Or as they say in the show, Father. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to embody this father who loves his children so much, and he wants to give them the best, and he wants them to give him their best. And so hopefully those aspects will come out.
Well, let's talk about this beautiful score that Stephen has written. What is it like singing his songs?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I think one of my first audition songs was from Pippin, now I'm forgetting the name of the song, but it's the one that Pippin sings.
Corner of the
Corner
Sky.
of the Sky, that's it. Thank you. Ooh, I'm losing my mind. I'm so old now. But I've always loved his music, and things from Godspell, things from Wicked, just all of his beautiful music. And this show continues that legacy, and I cannot wait to sing the creation of the world, whales and all that stuff. So it's going to be fun for one, but then I get to sing with this amazing cast that I know you're probably going to ask about them, but yeah, this great cast, I can't wait to work with them.
All right, well, let's talk about your cast. I mean, I just sat with Nikki Renee Daniels and David Phelps. I mean, how excited are you?
Yeah, Nikki Renee Daniels, probably one of the most beautiful singers and one of the most versatile singers that's out there. I first met her when she was doing Aida, and she was singing this gospel number. You can hear the dog. I'm in the neighborhood right now. I'll introduce you to the dog later. And then she turns around and she has to go and sing at the New York City Opera. She has to sing Clara in Porgy and Bess, and then she did our Porgy and Bess. And so she's just fantastic. Besides being aesthetically beautiful, she's so amazingly gifted, and she's such a beautiful person inside. She's going to be fantastic as Eve, and this whole journey is going to be great with her. David Phelps, great swimmer. No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. No, David Phelps has been. I've even though he's much younger than me, I've idolized him ever since I've seen him on YouTube. In fact, we were talking today, and I said, you have really taken up a lot of my YouTube time, because I do a deep dive into your work. One of the greatest singers that's out there. And because of his Christian background, he sings with a purpose, and he's so, what we say, anointed. His voice is just anointed. It is just, I can't wait to hear him live for the first time. It's going to be great.
And being back at MCP, I mean, you have quite a history with them. What's it like doing their shows?
Oh, it's great. You get the kids involved with it, and you have that amazing chorus. It's also great for us as performers, to kind of reach back and kind of talk to them and be their guide. They want to do what we do. At least some of them do. And to just be able to talk to those fresh and innocent young people who are just waiting and willing to do anything on that stage to make it a great experience.
Because this year there's going to be like 375 singers behind you.
Wow, that actually, I just found that out. That's blowing me away just to know that we have that many people. Yeah, it's going to be epic. I really feel, out of the ones that I've done before have been fantastic. We've all had a really, really good time. Something about this is very special, and I cannot wait to get my chops into it.
Well, let's talk about how special it is for you of what MCP does. I mean, there's very few people who do what they do. This is part of their Broadway series and all. What's made it so special for you, Norm?
It's giving back. We forget about we get so like self-indulgent, if you will, as actors, and we're trying to get that next job. We're doing all we can. We're studying, we're training, we're auditioning, we're grinding, we're all of those things. But the innocence of when we first got there, wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, whatever the terms are, I just remember meeting Terrence Mann for the first time on the street. I saw him and I recognized him, and I was like shaking because I saw him do Les Miserables not too long before that. And, seeing, I mean, I was so green. I used to go up to a lot of people who are in the journalism world, that were on channels, ABC and NBC, the local stations, and say, "Oh my God, you're on the TV," that kind of thing. So just having that innocence, it brings it back to loving what we do even more, if that makes sense. You sometimes forget because you're involved in the grind of it so much. Seeing their faces and knowing that this MCT is giving back to this, and it's always good to give back.
What's also very special about what they do, MCP, is that, these young people are here for the whole week and they watch the whole entire process.
Right.
In school you learn how to sing, act, and dance, but here you're actually watching a major production being put together for Lincoln Center and watching all of you go through your paces and put this incredible show together. That must
Right.
be special for you too.
In such an intense amount of time. Yeah, it's actually it's crazy, but it is rewarding. I do a lot of master classes, and I can definitely work with individual kids, but it's wonderful for them to see, like you said, what we do and the amount of effort that we put into it to make it right.
Why do you think this is the perfect family musical and it's so perfect for right now for MCP to do?
It has first of all, an underlying spiritual aspect to it. No matter what religion you are, even if you know the story, believe in the story, or just have heard of it, there's that aspect of it. It's just that spirituality that comes through, and it is about family. It is. I'm obviously the creator, having my children and hoping that they do their best, but when they don't, I have to, let them go. And then they see the same thing, and it just kind of follows that lineage. And so I feel like people from all aspects will get a lot from this, especially families.
And an incredible musical director you have on this show too, with Kimberly
Yeah.
Grisby. I mean, how exciting is that?
Oh, she's great. I was working with her years ago in the park when we did Two Gentlemen of Verona, and people kept coming up to me saying, "Was she choreographed?"
With her hair, right?
Yeah, she was so into it, and I love working with her. She's so giving, so patient, and so smart. So this is going to be a great reunion. I haven't worked with her in a long time.
So finally, what are you looking forward to the most, Norm, with February 18th, Manhattan Concert Productions, Stephen Schwartz, John Cage, Children of Eden, directed by Tony Asbeck?
You just said all of what I'm looking forward to. It really is all of that. You know, Stephen Schwartz music, Tony Esbeck directing, and working with this great cast. I'm so excited about this, and I know that there's no specific message in this, but I know that there is a message that is going to be told to everyone.
Well, if I don't see you beforehand, my friend, but I'll see you the week of rehearsals, and I'll definitely see you on February 18th at David Geffen Hall. Norm, always a pleasure, my friend. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.